Hi everyone. Today we will learn how to define controlling area and how to assign the controlling area to the company code, and there are components within the controlling area. So how do we activate those components? Alright, so we have these three topics. So let's start. Go to SPRO. And then go to enterprise structure, definition, go to controlling, and here maintain controlling area. So we can also see the transaction code for this activity. It's COX0. Okay, let us start from here and then we will see how we progress. So maintain controlling area, double click on maintain controlling area. Here we are going to create one controlling area. These are the already created by some other students, so we will create the new one for our company code. So controlling area, I will give the same name as our chart of count, and code, and then description, Volvo controlling area. Okay, so we have two relations between company code and controlling area. One is code like controlling area, same as company code, means 1:1, one controlling area per company code. The other one is called the 1:n, means one controlling area but multiple company codes, and that is also called as cross company code cost accounting. So this is the most recommended solution. We will go for this because in our company we have, in our scenario basically, we have multiple company codes and they are operating in different countries. So we are going to use the same controlling area and we will assign all these company codes to this same controlling area. This is required if you want to have the centralized cost accounting. Okay, so the currency type, let's see what are the currency types we have here. So these are the currency types. Currency 10, which is the company code currency. When we define the company code, we select one currency, that is called your company code currency. Then we have group currency, hard currency, index based currency, and global company code currency. So the global company code currency is the one which we mention at the time when we create the company, right? Company, not company code, company. Anyway, so the group company code, the group currency is the one which we are going to use for the controlling area, because controlling area will be representing your group, okay, because it has many company codes. So whatever the reports and whatever the transaction within the controlling area we have, that we will have in the group currency, and this currency, group currency, is maintained at client level. So I will show you that. So first, now let us select group currency. So as soon as selected this group currency, I can see that currency USD is updated here. Now how this currency has derived, this is coming from the client. There is one setting which is done, one time setting done by basis consultant. So let me show you, that is called SCC4 transaction code. In this you can see this is our client number 100, and for this 100 client we have USD currency. Okay, this is your group currency. All your group reporting will be prepared in this currency. So this USD is derived from client setting. Okay, alright, then we have to give the chart of count, which is VOLV, Volvo chart of count. and then fiscal year variant. So what fiscal year variant we are using at group level? That is K4. K4 is January to December, right? This is the fiscal year variant we are going to use. Press enter. Okay, so these are the minimum settings we need to give here, and then click on save, and we will save in one transport request. This is some warning message, so you can ignore it. Okay, now we have defined the controlling area. Now, okay, save it. This is done. Now we have defined controlling area for Volvo. Now we are going to assign this controlling area. So go to assignment, assign the controlling area to company code. Okay, so expand controlling and then assign company code to controlling area. If you are using like other modules of controlling, like product costing and profitability analysis, in that case we create the operating concern also. So these are the org units within the controlling module, like operating concern and controlling area. So controlling area is the minimum requirement actually to create in controlling before you create any kind of cost objects like profit center, cost centers, internal order. Okay, so controlling area is the must, but operating concern is optional, because it's not necessary that each and every client will have product costing and COPA. COPA means controlling profitability analysis. If you are using those modules, then we have to create operating concern, otherwise not. Okay, so now we are going to assign company code to controlling area. So let us find the controlling area which we have created. This is our controlling area. Select this and click on assignment of company codes, and then click on new entries. So this is our company code. Press enter. Okay, yes, so this is our company code we have assigned here. If we have any other company codes within the same group, Volvo group, so that we will create in the future, like this is for India, so we will create few more company codes for other countries, then those company codes also we are going to assign here only. So multiple company codes can be assigned to this controlling area. As of now we have one, so we have given it here, and we are going to save this setting. So as soon as we save this setting, we get a message that currency type 30 added as additional FI currency for company code V001. Okay, so just remember this message. Tomorrow when we will create the ledger settings, parallel ledger settings, that is leading ledger and non-leading ledger, there actually we have to define, or we have to assign the multiple currencies to our ledgers. Okay, so one of the currency is like group currency, which we need to assign to the ledger. So that group currency, we can see the type 30 over there, but USD, okay, currency USD will be missing until unless you create the controlling area. So that's why now system is giving a message that since you have created the controlling area, so now currency type 30 has been added as additional FI currency for this company code. So now the group currency we can use in the parallel ledgers. Okay, so little advanced concept we will see in the next class, or yeah, in coming like 2-3 classes we will be seeing that concept, how we assign the currencies to our ledgers. Okay, so this was the side note. So let us continue and save this. Okay, so we have saved this setting. Alright, so this was the basic setting we have done. We have defined the controlling area, then we have assigned the controlling area to our company code, or company codes we have assigned to the controlling area. It's the same thing only. Now let us go to controlling area. Here in the controlling module, there we have to activate few things, few parameters, few components we need to activate. Expand general controlling, then go to organization, and here maintain controlling area. This is called OKKP, right? OKKP setting. T code is OKKP. So let us execute this, and same thing here also. I will click on maintain controlling area, but here we will have few more settings. So VOLV is the controlling area. Select this. Now you see here activate components, right? In the earlier screen we were just able to see assign company code in the assignment, but here we get the two options, assign company code and activate controlling area. So company code we had already assigned, so if you want to check, you can check here also. This is the company code we have assigned, but now we want to activate components. So we will see what are the components. Okay, so we need to click on new entries, and from year, okay, fiscal year, like for a particular fiscal year, or like starting fiscal year, from a starting fiscal year, what are the components activated. So as of now we don't have anything, so click on new entries, and now you can see this is like one time setting, by the way. So from where like your company code will be using this controlling area, so definitely we will give the fiscal year, the current fiscal year, the like go live date fiscal year, or maybe the prior fiscal year. So I'm going to give 2022, or 23 is also fine. Okay, 23 is the current fiscal year, and then until 9999 this would be valid. Okay, now these are the components we have: cost centers, order management, commit management, activity based costing, profitability analysis. All these are the components which we need to activate if we want to use cost center, internal orders, all those things. So let us activate component active. For order management also we want to activate, component is active. Okay, other things, okay, let us activate this also, commitment management. Then if you are using the project system, you will activate this. If not, then we will not use this. Sale order also, like if you have integration with the SD module, then we will use this. As of now we will not check all these checkbox, we will leave it as it is. In future we will come back and we will see. Okay, yeah, then we are going to save this setting. And continue and save this. So this is all we have done for controlling area settings. Now when we start posting the transactions, we may come across some errors, or we may come to know like something missing. So again we may revisit these screens and we will find out what was missing and how do we fix this, and then actually we will come to know like importance of each and every checkbox, right? Maybe this is required, maybe this is required. So as of now we are going to we are not going to touch all these things. we will see in the future when we start doing the business transactions. Alright, so this is done. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please share and subscribe and like. Also please give a comment and let me know if you need what kind of videos you need, what kind of topics you want me to cover. Okay, so yeah, thank you so much and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye. Thank you so much.